Alrighty, everyone, let's do weather for Weather Geeks as we head into this first weekend of December. A pretty quiet weekend weather-wise will unfold across the area, but we've got some interesting things to talk about next week, that is for sure. A couple of different systems that will bring us some impactful weather during the second week of the month. In the meantime, this evening, again, weather's pretty quiet. We have a blanket of clouds overhead. We had a few sprinkles. That was about it around midday, early afternoon today. These clouds will thin as we head through the overnight tonight. Actually, the weather's very quiet across most of the lower 48 states this evening. A little rain in northeast Texas. That is about it. I mean, it is really ho-hum for this time of the year. Particularly, this could be a pretty active time of the year, of course. Temperature-wise, yeah, it's cooled off across the northern tier of states. If you remember, we had some unusual warmth all the way up to Billings and Helena and places like that, even Denver, over the last couple of days. It's still warmer than average out here, but it is a little bit more reasonable and seasonable, if you will. Most of the real cold stuff is way up in Canada, and it's been bottled up there for a while. It's going to stay that way for, looks like a lot of December, actually, compared to the average. High temperatures today, again, still above the average in most of the country, with the exception of, like, northeast Ohio on north and east. Temperatures here were a few degrees cooler than average today. Boston was 1 below average, but a place like St. Louis was almost 30 degrees warmer than average today. Denver was still 16 warmer than the average. All right, our weekend forecast is not bad. If you need to run some errands tomorrow, if it's time to string up those lights or go out and find the family Christmas tree for this season, well, tomorrow's going to be a fine day to do all that. We'll have a partly sunny sky in the morning, turning mostly sunny for the afternoon. While it's not exactly going to be a heat wave, it'll be not bad for early December. 43 degrees is right about average, and when you have some sunshine and not much in the way of a breeze, yeah, it'll be pretty nice. High pressure pays us a brief visit Saturday night, pretty cold night Saturday night, Sunday morning, as that high slides off towards the eastern seaboard on Sunday, and a strengthening low pressure system advances through the upper Midwest. It'll drag a warm front our way. We'll reach our warmest temperature on Sunday probably late in the evening. Sunset temperatures in the lower and middle 40s, but we might hit the 50s as early as late evening, and as the temperatures continue to warm, the wind will pick up, and the showers will become increasingly likely well after dark Sunday into the overnight hours, and we'll have showers to start on Monday. What a surface map this is Monday morning with all these isobars in the wake of our cold front. These are strong, howling winds blowing through Chicago, through Grand Rapids, through a lot of Michigan, Indiana, western Ohio, and the wind will really start to pick up around here. I mean, it'll be blustery in the morning, but the strongest winds will probably come in the wake of our front midday and afternoon on Monday, and temperatures will tumble. Again, if you need to decorate outdoors, if you haven't finished off the leaves yet, that I think will be on my agenda this weekend. Overall, pretty nice. Might be a late day shower Sunday, but most of the wet weather is well after dark into the overnight. And yeah, just forget about it on Monday, because that is not going to be a very nice day after the morning rain. Wind chills in the afternoon will be in the 20s, because look at the wind gusts. Already in the morning, maybe 30 plus. I think as we get into the afternoon, 40 to 45 is going to be on the table across our area. They will probably be strongest west of I-71 in central and western Ohio, and also right along the immediate lakeshore. Look at Erie, 58. Shown by the model here, Buffalo will howl. And while our wind gusts probably won't reach that level around here, it'll still be windy and much colder in the afternoon Monday. So that's item number 1 of interest. Item number 2 is our midweek system that is likely to bring us some light precipitation late Tuesday night into the day on Wednesday. I've been talking about this all week, and there's very little change in our thinking overall. I don't think this is going to be a big-ticket item, but could we see some small accumulations of snow? Yes. Here's a look at the latest computer models. Now, at this time of the day, we get a new run of the GFS Ensemble, GEFS in other words. It always goes crazy with precip graphically. I think it's a bug in our graphics system, so we're going to ignore that. Down here is where most of our models are with that midweek system. You know, we don't have any amounts in our forecasts as of yet, but as you can see, the models are all pretty modest with snow accumulations. And some models, such as the GFS, have been insisting that it warms up and rains for a time on Wednesday. Even if it stays all snow, like some of the colder models, like the European model, it doesn't look like it'll be much. It's a pretty flat wave coming through. It's not a big wound-up low-pressure system, so I'm not real concerned about any sort of big-ticket midweek snow event at this point. On 21 News at 6 this evening, we kind of did a big production out of the lighting of the Christmas tree in downtown Youngstown, and my first weather segment was all about white Christmas odds historically and what we expect this year, so I wanted to just talk a little bit about that briefly at the end of this video today. Historically speaking, in our area, of course, we always get our official weather records from the Youngstown Warren Airport, but we'll use that as an approximation for our entire viewing area. Historically speaking, about a 45% chance of seeing an inch or more of snow on the ground Christmas morning. That is the semi-official definition of a white Christmas in our area. Doesn't mean that snow flies on Christmas. It doesn't mean that there's a half an inch of snow on the ground. You need an inch on the ground to officially call it a white Christmas. Our historical odds are about 45%. The pattern, if you've been watching Weather Geeks lately, you know the pattern is going to be pretty mild, it looks like, in the lead up to Christmas this year. And so my initial stab at the odds for a white Christmas this year, much lower than average. Last year was the snowiest Christmas on record. I highly doubt we're going to see a repeat of that this year. And, you know, you never know. 3 weeks from now, we might get a one-day cold shot just in time. It might have a very warm pattern, but you have a brief cooler interlude just in time. That's why the chance isn't zero. But I don't think we're going to have many opportunities in the 2 weeks before Christmas to see much in the way of wintry weather. Thanks for watching our Friday evening edition of Weather for Weather Geeks. Thanks for watching all throughout the week. Hope you and yours have a good Friday night, a good weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday.